All right, guys. All right, gonna be starting shortly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, I am. There you go. There you go, my boy.
All right, here we go.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling good.
So, bro, tell me why Goldman Sachs apparently laid off 3,000 employees.
Today,
I don't know if it's today, but that's the This is a tweet from Robert Kiyosaki, so. But he's saying it as if it's a statement because Amazon did lay off 10,000 employees, so it's like that's included in it. And then he's just, dang, I don't know, man. That's crazy to me. That's why I just said
very
that.
interesting.
That's wild. But anyways, welcome everybody. Welcome to Chart Talk. You know where we talk charts. Today we're gonna be back testing because back testing. I'm gonna actually Pete talk about what he typed in the Telegram chat because that was amazing.
Yeah, guys.
And that's fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying I was saying in the chat, how being a trader and being an athlete because I was an athlete growing up all throughout elementary school. My dad had my ass playing select baseball. I don't know how much my parents were paying for me to just play a sport. Is ridiculous. And sports in Texas is ridiculous. And all throughout that, I grew up playing sports, and then I started playing football in high school, in Texas high school football. If you know anything about that, crazy. So it was just, always kind of being in that upper kind of top percent of players, starting playing varsity when I was younger and stuff, and just having to have this certain mindset. AB knows even more about it. He was damn near trying to make it pro in basketball with his tall ass. So and he really does know. He's played at even higher levels than I have. And
it's just
takes
100%.
to be.
It's just,
and there's a different as you move up in the I would say the ranks, but as you get more experience and try to get into that professional level, it requires a lot more than just what it did at a lower level. So everyone who is trading right now, okay, and you have kind of found a little groove or something, if you don't continue to practice and you don't continue to tweak things and you're not zoned in on the market conditions, you're gonna just you're gonna get swept out. A good example on market conditions would be what's going on in the NBA right now. People aren't going for like the same type of Steph Curry changed the game straight up, right? So it's like there's a different offense now. Same thing in the NFL,
bro.
Where
Gilbert Arenas was just saying how people who compare basketball from the 80s to like right now are complete idiots.
Right.
Because it's a whole different game.
And even the best professionals, they understand it, they know, and you have to adapt. For them, they're only in the game for 10, 20 years if they're the greatest of all time, so they don't really have to adjust to crazy market conditions. But as a trader, if you're going to be here for a long time, you really need to know, is your edge going to work in this market condition? Is your edge going to work in this market condition? And that's exactly what you have to do when you're back testing. Okay. For another good example is knowing when your trade is gonna have more probability than not. So in a game, you're not just gonna run a play to run a play. You have high probability plays. You're not gonna run a quarterback sneak on first down, 1st and 10, right? That's just. But the quarterback sneak is like a 90% 90% success rate, or it was for the Eagles this year. I heard their center talking about it. It's an extremely highly probable play, but it's only good for 1 yard, and it's not, you don't need to do that all the time, right? So you got to know your plays, when to do it, when not to do it.
Yep.
And that's what back testing is, because and that sounds dumb, but guys, people in the market there, they start to get emotional, and they will be like, ooh, well, I could take a QB sneak right now and get 1 pip. I see this 10 pips right here that I could get, and they won't even put a stop loss, right? You gotta get in these markets, and you gotta kind of think like an athlete and get your reps in, and know, like Steph Curry knows, like, hey, if I'm in rhythm, I'm shooting this high risk shot from 30-40 feet out. It doesn't matter to him, because when he's in rhythm, it's a high probability play, and everyone on his team knows it. So when you catch a rhythm in trading, hey, maybe you are like that, and you can kind of take a bigger shot.
Yep.
But you will not even ever know that if you do not backtest. And backtesting is genuinely the only way you can continue to practice, because there's only so much you can do in the live market.
And then tomorrow is when we're going to be talking about that psychology, because just as much as backtesting is important, the mental aspect of trading is much more important. If not, it is the most important thing.
Yeah, it goes.
But
there's like this.
Yeah.
There's like this teeter-totter of your psychology and your edge in the market, because if you don't have an edge in the market, I don't really think it matters if your psychology,
you're going to be trading emotionally
on. Your edge is just going to not work, and you can be as locked in as you want, but if your edge just simply doesn't make you profit, then at the end of the day, because you could have 1 good trade, 2 good trades, but at the end of 20 trades, if you're not profitable, that edge is not as edgy as you think it is. You're playing a game that is almost impossible to win. So that's why it's so important to backtest, but it's also so important to know your psychology, because without both of them, you can't win, because your edge could be fire. You could have the best strategy, but if you cannot learn how to deal with the occasional loss, or deal with some drawdown, if the patience is your problem, certain things in your psychology can really mess the whole thing up. And then a big part of it is risk management, where there's only so much that we can teach with that. In us ourselves, we use an EA for it. We use a bot for our risk management.
Yep. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this back testing. And before we start, you guys know what to do. Go ahead, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't. You might be watching this and you might not be subscribed. So go ahead and just press that subscribe button for us, man. We are almost to 300 subscribers, and we appreciate y'all. And, we just want to keep growing and keep giving you guys value. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get started, Pete. What are we doing today?
All right, today we're going to be looking at the EURUSD, and we're going to be looking at it from a higher time frame perspective. Even though our strategies, really how I trade, is mainly from the lower time frames, based off of higher time frame entry areas, I guess, as well. But I like that double confirmation. But today I want to focus just on the higher time frame. Maybe we have some scalpers in the building. Maybe we have some like intraday people. I'm gonna be able to call out the lower time frame moves, maybe not the minute like 1 minute plays, but with my with the indicators that I use, I'm able to see kind of on a 1 hour time frame, I'm able to see the full daily candle here. And on a 4-hour time frame, I'm able to see the full weekly candle here. And so I don't really need to go, I can stay on these type of time frames, like 1 hour and 4 hour, and really get a good picture of kind of what's really going on. Of course, when you're on a 1 hour, you can see what's going on in between these 1 hour candles relatively easy. But that's what we're going to do today. Also, for anyone, because it's like, I don't want to sound repetitive, guys, but I do want to make sure that people really understand that you don't want to waste your time when you're backtesting. Okay, that's like one of the biggest things that over 5 years I have backtested so much, but I would say not until like year 3 did I even take my backtesting serious enough. So when you're backtesting, try to take it serious. And then make sure you have like a plan, something that you're going into it. I'm not going to write everything down today, but you just want to have somewhat of a strategy. And if you have a couple of strategies, if you're a little bit more advanced, sure, go ahead and implement 2 or 3 different strategies and backtest everything at once. But if you're a little bit more newer, one strategy, stick with it, have a hard confirmation checklist that you follow. And if it doesn't meet enough of your criteria, then do not enter the trade. Do not play yourself. Do not try to say, oh, I would have done this, I would have done that. Because at the end of the day, you're only playing yourself, right? So we're going to do a little bit of rewind. And for those who don't know the style of trading that I trade, I use momentum and I use volume. And I look for, I'll look for divergence setups every now and then. But mainly I'm looking for breaks, momentum with volume, and then I'm looking for price to pull back to discounted areas. Okay.
And I'm pretty similar in that, except I don't use the MACD. I don't use momentum. I do have my own edge. It's an indicator called arbitrage, but I don't. When we backtest like this, I don't usually use it. So I just basically, like I said, it's the same thing as what Peyton uses: volume profile, market structure, price action, and definitely different advanced market structure patterns.
Correct. All right. So right here on the daily, and I like to go from top down. So on the daily, we're very sideways, no doubt. The market hasn't really given a whole lot of direction. It did at first right here, but now it's just kind of in this corrective phase, I would say.
Sorry, you can hear that. There you go.
No, you're fine. 4 hour here's the sidewaysness here. It looks like it kind of broke up here, but then faked out, and now we're coming back down here. It looks like it just broke last week's low. If this is going to kind of continue this little higher low situation, then right now is that kind of area. But other than, in my opinion, when markets are sideways like this, that's when it really does try to chop you out pretty easily. So I'm probably not going to look for this trade personally right here, but it is.
Let me see that daily.
It is in my face, I'll tell you that. The daily is very sideways, but it more or less did break out of here, but it's already coming right back into it, and now we're right at the point of control of this.
I'll play it.
Very balanced. Okay, we got AB on here. I'm gonna do when AB takes a trade, it's gonna be No, I was gonna try to do different colors and stuff. It's too much.
Nah,
Okay,
yeah,
there we go.
it's okay.
There you go. We'll do a smiley face for AB.
There you go.
Oh, did he give it to me? There we go.
A green one too.
All right.
Perfect. That's color.
So I don't disagree with this. You know, we did have some demand here, and like I said, this little higher low situation right here. So let's see if
I think in this situation you'd rather wait for the lower time frames.
Most likely I would like to wait for something like this to break out to the upside. It's kind of just in this little baby channel, but let's see what we got going on here. We're going to stay on these higher time frames and try to mix in with these other higher time frame areas. We do have some divergence. If the price drops, that will be a little interesting spot. So let's see what we got. Time of day is just started Asian session, and it came right back into this point of control. It kind of dropped, so now we're getting this really clean divergence look. I'm not opposed to this position. It would be like that, AB.
Dang.
Okay, so not much during London. Let's see if we get anything for New York. And okay, so we get this slash down during New York. A lot of volume came into this.
A lot of volume
in the structure. Momentum.
What time did that volume come in?
Volume came in to the market at 8.
At 8?
So it could have been a 7:30 to 8.
Yeah.
It could have been a tight play, but
who knows?
Let's see what we got. It's still technically for a higher time frame.
Yeah, I'm still here for it.
It looks like not too bad, right? Maybe it's breaking this, but maybe it could hold it at the same time. So let's see. Okay, we get the pop out. So it looks like it could be holding maybe. No volume with that move out, but let's see what we got. So on the 4 hour, it's looking like a big O candle right into the entry. Let's see a little bit of divergence on the 4 hour as well. Let's go back to the 1 and play this out. Okay, it comes into this point of control almost. Let's press play. And just sideways.
Okay.
Bunch of bullish divergence at this point.
And then I like that volume that came in. It's still, I like how it's still respecting that. It's interesting.
There it goes.
Nice. I like. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen here. If price rejects off of that, it's gonna go down.
I like that though. You're right. If it does not kind of continue up here, it's probably coming down. But it looks like the bulls are coming. It came and hit this, didn't it? Yep. Right close to it.
Way too close for me to say no.
Oh yeah. Here's this.
No, I was gonna just ask
here
you.
Too.
Would you?
This would be my entry on. If I was waiting and trying to be hella patient for this price, this would be the technical confirmation to wait as price fails to make a new low, and then it technically breaks and makes a new high.
Yeah.
So we have a confirmation for me now on the lower time frame. I would be playing something like this. And then looking to get into this move with ya right here. And I'm gonna go to your TP1 for 6-1.
This man.
You're coming with me, maybe, right?
Oh, you know it. I'm gonna add. I'm like, oh, you playing this? Bet we doing it together.
Oh snap! I'm so scared, and you know it.
It's on the 1
um.
hour. I'm here for it. That came down way slower than what it took to climb up. I'm still here for it.
Oh no! I hope I don't fall.
Oh Lord! He said, "I hope I don't fall." That's hilarious. But dang,
Well,
that
let's see if yours
news.
still holds, because
Yeah.
that's some hoe shit.
Dang. Now that was wait. Hold on. Go on to 15 minutes. Wait. Hold on. Never
I don't
mind.
know if I can. It's all
Yeah,
good.
it's
It
all
just
good. It is what it
it
is.
I get like on the higher time frames, maybe it didn't. But no, this is a daily candle that is just like this is a bullish daily candle engulfing and everything. So, um, I'm fine with that. This
Yeah.
is some stop
Man,
hunt though. Look at that.
came right to hit the volume and then stopped hunt.
Ooh,
Like
actually, you know what I'm seeing? This could have been like a UJ fib situation.
ooh.
Ah, that's something we got to
Okay.
look at.
Okay. So we have to
And we
remember.
say UJ fib, but it's really just when the market goes like this and then makes another impulse. And that's kind of like what it did right here.
That's
And it
exactly
makes
what it
another
did. Yeah,
impulse.
you just gotta play it like that.
You got to play the fib from here to from the very low to the very high, because if you take it from here, there's usually liquidity sitting right there. The market will come get that and then go
Yeah.
directly in your way. So I wouldn't be surprised if this does start to take off now.
I don't know why I
Um,
didn't see that.
or maybe just go like this
I need to
and
start
then
really paying attention to
slowly
that
get
more.
up,
I don't know
because
why I
that's
didn't
kind
see
of
that.
what it does. Yeah, it's whatever. Let me just write it down though, because that's a technical L for me.
No, that's an L for me too, because this is trade
Yeah.
number
Well, I'm
two.
just keeping our stats.
Okay,
You know,
okay, yeah, that's fine.
we're not going head to head today. Oh, and it just barely
Ooh,
misses.
oh man, if that comes back to entry, you know I'm getting out.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what happens right here. Yep, market is just coming, playing these ranges. That's why fibs inside of a range is not really my favorite type
No,
of
that's exactly
play.
why. That's
But
exactly
you got to
why.
know where your market is. You got to play them in the practice. That's for sure. Practice.
Whoo, the price came back like that though.
Now he said, this boy
Nah,
said, you
nah.
know I'm getting out. But then when the
Dang,
market does this,
it's
watch
gonna,
the
bro.
emotions.
I already know it's gonna take off, but based off my rules, I have to stick with my rules. I'm out the trade at break even. But
But
this thing is gonna take off.
but
This man said buy stop. Oh,
just kidding, just kidding. um
it'll stack too.
Yo, when your shit misses like this in real life though, and it gives you another chance,
It's gonna take off.
it's probably gonna take off. It just gives you this type of price action in the next candle. I will be damned if this doesn't take off.
I'd be.
I'll remember this type of price action. I'll remember you, market. Oh no, I hope I don't fall.
That's why I'm out. That's why I'm
See,
out.
that's why you're out. I feel that. That
That's
was
why I'm
clean.
out. Let's go.
That was clean.
The forest gods blessed me for sure.
That was a clean move, you know, to get out after it came back.
This fool, I love how this fool said, "I hope I don't fall."
This, hey, all right. So now, it low key could have been on some. This is some news for sure. Has to be.
Yeah, that has to be
If
news.
some risky person was trying to play that, they could have, but nah, that's not for me. So now let's go to the 4 hour and just see what we got going. We got some major momentum coming down, but like I said, we're still in this ugly range.
All right, I'll be right back in 10 minutes, Brody.
Okay, no worries.
You got this.
Let's see here. Once this low breaks, yeah, it's breaking with volume, so we should come down into this next low. Let's see if there's a trade that sets up on the 1 hour before it gets there. I highly doubt that. Okay. If it pulls up, I'm shorting it. I will be looking for this short here again. I'll try again to take the market down because that's some good volume to the downside. Okay. Well, let's see if fibs work, right? We have kind of this, then this. We could take this thing from all the way up here, but I'm just going to go with it right here. The volume is way less than the move down, but it's not necessarily decreasing. I don't love it, to be quite honest. I don't have a limit order here yet, so give me 1 sec and let me see how it looks when it gets there. Not the best look, I'll be honest. Looks kind of like a V-shape move, but I'll go ahead and try again. Kind of getting away from this point of control, coming back into this point of control. We should see a reaction here, but it's just, it really doesn't follow my 100% rules. But I said if we get a move to come back down into here, we should get that opportunity. This candle closed with an 100% bearish engulfing candle. So this daily candle right now is starting to shape up like this. And if this hits this wick and it drops, or hits that area and it drops, this would be a daily candle that looks like this. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to see. Now, I play off limit orders, but a smarter play would kind of be just to wait for this to start to show rejection and then get on that lower time frame and watch for it to start to shift a little bit. But we're sticking on these higher time frames right now because TradingView probably will hold me if I try to go down to the 15-minute. So let's see what this. Yeah, that would have been an L for sure. And I was saying kind of the volume was just picking up a little too much. So you got to just not having a good session so far. Let's see if we can pick it up. All right. Fibs aren't, look, and then just straight up letting everyone know that your fibs do not necessarily work in a ranging market. Very sideways. And that's exactly what the market has been looking like lately, to let everyone know, just straight up. And this is good that I'm testing this because it's giving me that confirmation. All right. So now the market has, and I trade this little style as well, how we get this fake out and now the market's making this move up. If we break this high, I'll be, technically needing to play that move right there. Because we just 100% took out this daily candle. So let's see, there it goes. Okay, took out that bearish engulfing candle that I just have to look at on the daily now. Yeah, that is funny. Just complete fake out here. So let's look to take the market to the upside somehow on a retracement and then a pullback, and then an impulse up. So we have this move up, and this is kind of like what the dollar just did, actually. Okay, we're getting divergence. I was going to say look for a short, but not yet. Maybe another pump up, and I'll look for a short. Okay, it's got this distributive look after the impulse starting to correct a little bit. Let's put this just down here. Okay, now we get another move up, and I'm starting to get the feeling that this is kind of the end of this move, end of this rally. Let's put volume up on here. Oh, this doesn't come with the volume on the right. That's fine. It should. Yeah, there we go. Okay, not a lot right there. Let's get some more into here. With this move, just clipping this and taking off like that, man, I will laugh if this starts to move out of the range. But for now, This looks like a move that is probably going to get faded back down. So let's see here. I know AB would probably be looking for this type of play on this. So around this area, I'm going to be looking for shorts. Okay, it's still coming up with no volume. So this candle did put in a very nice bullish engulfing. But as you can see, there is a ton of volume sitting here and here from these last 1, 2, 3, 4 days. And the market is just extended away from it. So a lot of the times it will come back into balance. And then if it's going to continue to go up, it'll do that move. Let's get a little bit more price into here. So I'm looking for it to hit this and then come back down for a scalp. Okay. Let's see if we get the move. And more or less, it just didn't get this, but it got this 78.6. Let's see if it I don't know why I didn't put an entry up. Let's see if it'll get to 1-to-1, because that's like where the scalp would be. If not, it's an L. There it goes. And most likely should roll into this 1-to-1. There we go. Now this is like picture perfect how the market makes a move up, but the volume profile stays down. When the market does something like that, you want to not anticipate it coming back into this like right away, but if you can find some confirmation, you know, to the left to give you an opportunity, you know, confirmation here with the bearish divergence, then you're good to go. So let's see if this will go any further than, if it goes 1-to-2, I need to put that in my stats. But this is a type of trade that I was talking about for to watch for. So when the market makes a move up and then it goes sideways and then it goes up again, a lot of fib traders will take this impulse and they'll measure this instead of measuring this whole move. There's likely liquidity sitting right here. Excuse me. So let's move this up. Let's see if we can get this to continue down into, you know, this level, at least here. And there's the point of controls getting hit, and it moves right off of that point of control. Boom. Just moves right off of it. And now we're coming back into this point of control. So this fib would have more or less played out, I guess, off the 61.8, but I'm still waiting for this to come down. See if this gets hit at break even or not. You know, that 15-minute time frame would have been decent right here for a pullback to short. Just never really broke that structure here for that opportunity, but it would have been, you know, something to watch, I guess. All right, it did end up going 1-to-2, so that's nice. Let's move this over if I can grab it. There we go. Okay, now hold up. So we got that. Let's go to the. So that one would have, if we would have scalped it, would have been a 1-to-1. If we would have taken it to the 1-to-2 off the fib, would have made up for these losers. So I gotta just give myself some love on this backtesting session. But there was also scalp confirmations. So in the real market, I'm gonna be honest, probably would have just 1-to-1 it, but I gotta let my system go, let my stats know that it did do the distance on the 1-to-2. It's probably going to do way more than that. All right, this thing is starting to just go really slow into this area. Let's get rid of this fib here and just kind of look at this up move that I said I was going to play. So let's look at the price action, starting to get a little bit of support come in. We get a move up. We get probably, I want to see it do something like this. That would be picture perfect. Or I want to see it kind of break this high. But for stat purposes, I am going to get in off of a limit order type scenario, or I would have been getting in off of a limit order type scenario. And whatever happens for my stats, for my back testing. Really you gotta just let it go when you're back testing sometimes. But understand that it is in a good area where there was manipulation, there is an impulse, there is a slower correction. So, momentum is not crazy to the downside. I'm here for it. It just it's been very much of consecutive lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. And sometimes when the market does that for so long without the best pattern, because that's not really a flag pattern, that's not an ABC pattern, it's just a very slow correction. When it does that, you're almost better off to wait for the volatility, because this is low volatility, very, very low and slow grind down. You're almost better to wait for the volatility to kick your favor, and then that momentum and volatility should bring it in your way. But let's see what we got going on here. So it looks like to me, if it does kind of drop any lower, it's going to either pump and drop, or it's going to do a pump and fake. So we got to watch for that. And that in a lower time frame situation, that's perfect to watch for. And that's what I wanted it to do, right? I wanted it to do something like this, and then this and this. Okay, we get the tiniest fake out possible. Let's see. We want the fake out to be at a certain time, either London open or New York open. That's neither. Okay, so the day just closed pretty much with a bearish candle again. That would not be good for the limit order situation, right? So we get a London, excuse me, London open possible fake out. See if it turns. No, probably not. Gonna turn here. Oh, wow. Here we go. If this can break up, then we have spotted the fake out. We have not spotted the fake out. Okay. So that fib didn't work out. And that's kind of like I was saying. That play is not gonna favor you too well right there, just because it's a fib. And I'm really exposing these fibs on for real. You gotta wait for something in your area. This is just one confirmation. Okay. You want to have 2 to 3 at least. I would say 3. And like I said, I really look at this time frame, and then I'll go down to the 15 or the 5, and I'll wait for some type of structure to shift. And if it doesn't shift, this is just a fib. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if this sidewaysness still, fibs in the sideways market so far has been a no. So let's see if the sidewaysness continues and if this goes up or not. Okay, you see how the point of control shifted to the downside here? That's telling me, or it makes me feel less like this market's going to come up. Oh, well, there it goes. It went up anyway. Damn. All right, so now we have a little shift in. Hold up. Here's the same thing, and I'm not gonna play this, and let's see if the market makes a fool out of me for not playing it this time. But yeah, we have this area here where it did not give that momentum push down, makes this shift up, breaks that daily high, but then comes right back the next day. I would be waiting for the lower time frame to give me some type of play right here, because this is not a pattern. This is just a retracement. Yes, it's coming into this area, but I just, you know, I need to wait. And if we want to put it on the stats for stats, because I know AB would be playing this most likely. You can, but excuse me, I'll tell you right now. This candle started off up here and is just now a complete like bearish candle after seeing that candle. So yeah, this one's going to be a loss too, but I just want to show how these fibs are just fibs that you should wait for price action. Okay, got to wait for something better than just a fib. And I'm just these are all fib setups, except the W is a divergent setup. So this was all a fib, 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 and a fib. So it's in really low key, all of these fib setups are ICT fake out. Then the market should come back and hit this order block, and then the market should. So no, it's not doing that. Here's your kill zone. Um, you know, kill zone 7:30, 8 o'clock. Oh, it hit it for 1 second and then it reversed. No, doesn't work. You gotta add more than that. So let's get into some trades that are fire, because I'm gonna show y'all what it. And look, this is just straight up in a ranging market. You're not gonna have an idea where the market's gonna go. You're just not. That's just how it goes. And that's okay. Super sideways still, waiting for something to happen again like this, but then a better correction. A little bit of this right here, starting to shift structure here with this here, kind of shifting right there. Nothing yet though, nothing to play, nothing major. Okay, let's see. I'll say right here now is a possibility. If the market could drop and go, that's a possibility.
I'm back like I forgot something.
You back?
Yeah. Wifey was taking her sweet time. No, I'm joking.
Bruh. Well, I've been playing these fibs like they ain't nothing, and they ain't shit right now. I'll tell you that.
Damn. What's the record looking like right now?
A bunch of L's from fibs.
All right, all right. We're about to mess around and find out.
Right. All right. But I've been calling out every L, pretty much saying like there's not a pattern with it, but I still want to play it for
Okay,
the
okay, good,
stats.
good, good, good.
And it's just been really like proven that like fibs in a sideways market are so ass, like the most ass you can find. So like something like this,
Nah,
I
give
see.
me from that low instead, because it was just like that first play. If
Mhm.
it's gonna get there, that is. I don't know what the higher time frames look like, but from what I'm looking at from the 4 hour, it
They're
looks like a
still
4 hour looks like boat
sideways.
structure a little bit, but it's yeah sideways. That downward push. I'd be looking for bears on the 4 hour time frame from that high to that low. Dang. Yeah. Okay. I've seen what I need to see. Yeah, I'd play this. Volume profile right there. Yeah, I'd play it.
I want to see a fake out right here. I don't even want to see it get up there. I just want to see it drop right now.
That would be lovely.
Because the amount of volume on this move up is low.
Okay. That's a lower time frame 15-minute fib that would have missed.
Yep. Okay, here's where I want to see this drop. Come on. Reverse right here and I'll play this. Oh,
Well, it didn't break, so
no, not yet.
there you
Break, sorry.
Oh, damn. Damn,
If
damn,
this is a
damn.
sniper,
Damn, 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 damn. Damn,
call me
damn.
Jimmy.
Damn.
I gotta count this for stats purposes just because I've been playing every other thing that I've been saying, so I just have to play it on my stat.
You gotta.
Let's see what it does.
That's
Yeah,
1 to 3 minimum.
I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it
You
because I
gotta.
said it.
You did say
I've been
it.
saying it just like that on everything though. W. I'm gonna just do the 1 to 2 because the other one went way more than 1 to 2 as well.
Put it on the side that it did more.
Let me just see how much because this one was this right here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure you played that. I was like, there's no way you didn't play that. That's a 1 to 4.
Yeah. Okay.
So that one did 1 to 3. That one did 1 to 4. That's nice. That's nice.
And then this one is still
I mean, technically speaking, it's still valid.
valid. It's still going. I just want to see what it's gonna do.
Yeah,
Short of this. This would have been an interesting one, but
it would have been
I've been playing every fib, even without
the
confirmation for
confirmations. Yeah,
the set for the stats.
yeah.
Oh, and this would have been a freaking Friday. Oh, that'd have been sketchy. But let's see. Full
Oh
extendo clip.
man, full extendo
Boom.
clip too.
6 to 1. And that's how you save the whole backtesting
That's
session.
literally how. That's literally how you save the whole back testing session for real.
Oh, one trade. And look, losing streaks happen, but
Dang man, we need to find a take profit. We need to find a decent take profit strategy for 1 to 6s.
eh,
No, I
I'll
mean like
worry
in the
about
long
that. I'll
run.
worry about that later.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like we'll worry about that later. Like that's like a different
I
account
just
status.
these entries is really, really just be smacking sometimes. I gotta be like, I'm worried about
Draw me up
that
that buy.
sniper.
Still draw me up
Okay,
that
let's
buy.
see. Let's see. So just real quick, let's look at the stats for just 1 second. We got, if we're talking 1% on everything, we got -1%, -2%, -3%, -4%. Break even. So we got -4%. And then we have 1 to 6, 1 to 4. So if those were taken to the full shebang, which that's not usually how it goes, that would be 10, and this would end up being 6%. But we're kind of looking at these as just taking it double of what we've risked, because at the end of the day, when you're going for 1 to 6 and you partial out, you're not gonna get 1 to 6. You're probably gonna get like 1 to 3 or 1 to 4,
which is still
um,
amazing.
which is great. But we're even kind of giving ourselves a little bit less here in the backtesting session. So 2 + 2 is 4. So we're at break even right now, even though we've kind of not had the greatest
And
session of
these
all
are
time.
realistic. Those are realistic numbers right there, man. Those are realistic
Yes,
numbers right there.
definitely. And yeah, it is very realistic. This fib is kind of played out now. I'm not gonna look at that as way too sideways for me to consider this fib anymore, but I'll keep this fib up here. Delete that. I was talking about this. I'm not here for this unless you are.
I
I'm not
am.
though.
I'm still here for it.
Okay.
Let me see what the 4 hour looks like. Going a little bit closer to that buy setup ish. Yeah, I'm still here for it.
I'm interested in the Bears here, I think, more.
Yeah, I still would play those Bears for sure. Like if it went up right now. Okay, set it up for me. Mmm.
That'd be
Seventy-one
like a 15
percent.
minute.
That's a 15-minute right there. Oh, dang, that
Oh,
thing wait slammed right through. Hold on, give me a second. Okay,
that's
go closer to that because if that's news, if that's FOMC like I'm thinking it is,
mm-mm.
what time is it that price started dropping like that?
6.
6?
That's just the Bears coming in.
That's just the Bears coming in heavy. So it would have wicked me in, and then it would have gone up a little bit, and then it would have dropped again, and then that next candle I would have been like, oh, I'm taking this L. Yeah, that's just an L for me. Yeah, no, after bro, that I swear on everything. If I would have got that entry, price went up and then it came back in, I know I'm taking the L. That's literally how it goes every time I fell.
All right. Yeah, that to me though is
No,
not
that's not for you.
something.
Yeah, that's not for you. That was just like I gotta see what this looks like type of thing for me. Because even the way how it came down, it came down faster than the rise. So it's like, but still, man, this is gonna keep falling.
All right. Did it finally break this structure? Yep. Okay.
If it retraces, I'm down to sell.
I would want that, but I would play this.
I'll play both of those. If one doesn't work out, then the other one does. I'll play both of those. I would love this to ABC. I'll still play it. Aw, no.
Misses. And look, this is interesting for everyone that I spoke about earlier. This big push happens, and this point of control sits right here. It didn't move all day long. So um, this is naturally going to come back into this most likely. But let's see if it tanks right here. Mm, we
Mm,
are in it like somewhere. This is really showing though.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a second. Did that do 1-to-1 off of where it stopped? Because if it did, then I can't play this.
No, not even close.
Wait, it didn't? No, like go like a
Not
little
even
higher.
close.
No, off the go up right there. Yeah, it didn't do 1-to-1. Oh, it came very close to it.
I mean, it didn't hit the 78.6 though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that since it came close to the 78.6 and then it did that move. I'm just like,
Here, this is what it would have off the 71. It did 0.7 to 1,
and
and off
then
the 61, it did nothing.
no, yeah, I'm more looking. I was more looking at where it came very close to the 78.6, like that, just that high. It came extreme. Like when it does that, that's when I'm like iffy about playing it, but I'll still play it.
Yeah, still gonna play
It's
this shit.
backtesting. I gotta.
But this is most likely gonna be the most cleanest order. I'm just gonna
Oh, that
keep
boy
it
said he
right there
gonna
to
keep it
show
right
it,
there.
but also this is like the normal order. But I just want to see if this shit is gonna hit because that's been hitting in real life lately.
Mm. You see how I talked about what I just talked about? How if it if it does that, I wouldn't be thinking until L.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm thinking right now. But we're gonna mess around and find out.
Came right off this point of control. Let's see. Oh, the dinger.
Ooh. Okay, wait. So let's see what's that 1-to-1 looking like because that thing's gonna spank.
Right below these.
It's gonna be funny when it hits 1-to-1.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Ooh.
There's 1-to-1. but
But then it would
it would
have
have got
like
break even. Yeah. So
broke
you gotta
even.
probably do 1-to-2 off of those. Dang.
Yeah.
Whoo! El Dorado.
Another one.
Yeah, man. It's
Speak-
awful. I don't like those plays where it leaves a wick and drops down, and then that very next candle, it goes right back up to that entry. That makes me always assume the worst.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Is Fibonacci is not necessarily an entry. I don't personally think that it is anything special. I just think that is an area
It's an area of interest for sure.
to look for. But putting limit orders there without like five or other confirmations, I, I just in a ranging market, it's the best way to lose your money. And then we've proven it in live markets, and I'm proving it right now.
No, yeah, absolutely.
We'll prove it right here again. Watch this.
No, this is
This is
gonna
gonna
smack.
no, this is gonna be an L. Watch.
Okay, it's gonna smack. I'm telling you,
The market's just ranging.
it's gonna smack. I'm telling you. If it gets up there, it's gonna hit.
It might stop. Oh, wow. All right, so it's in the area. It does actually have some confirmation, so I'm here for it. um,
Even the
but
volume, even the
but
volume
look,
is
it's
decreasing as it's
just
getting up
so
there.
sideways. Like, golly, this is as ugly of a market as it can get,
No, it definitely is ugly.
genuinely. But what were you saying?
No, I said even the volume on the way up there. right now these past couple of days.
It's been kind of declining.
Yeah.
This little push up, I don't love that, but that's okay. Here we go. Really, what we need to kind of see is the market kind of spike up and then
And
spike
then
down, which
yeah.
kind of sucks to play those as limit orders because this momentum can go and then it could turn. It doesn't necessarily just the reason why I like waiting for lower time frames on these is because if it does this and this, then we have a really good direction of where the market should go.
Mm-hmm.
It should continue down. So then it's easier to place a trade, in my opinion, versus right now, we
Trying to
do
set
have
it
good
and then go.
confirmation, but this thing could just kind of come up into these areas as well. But I would think it should stop around here.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, sure. Please. That's good.
Okay, there's
And
that.
he's fine.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. I
And off of some news.
literally exactly what I was talking about.
No,
And
yeah, you're
so
right.
it just is what it is. I don't think the strategy is working in the sideways market. And I will be the first to admit that. And that's okay.
That is
So
okay.
terrible session backtesting, but guys, this is actually good
Nah, keep.
info.
If you want, you
This
can keep
is
going. I'm just playing.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm tenning out on that. If you want to keep going, shit, go ahead. But I am 10 trades and done when it's looking like this. It just really proves the point that when you are in a sideways market, do not look for a trend type of move. Do not look for a Fibonacci extension to hit.
You know what's crazy, bro?
1 out of 10 will hit. Look,
Let me,
1 out of
yeah.
10.
Let me ask this question: how do you feel about playing ranges in ranging markets?
I don't have a good strategy for it. So, in a ranging market, the market could go up or it can go down. And to me, there's no real good fluidity with it. But also, I will say these fibs, there was just no confirmation with half of them.
Except
It
that they're
was
just
just
freaking slowly
a
getting
fib
up there.
level,
Yeah.
and the market made a move, and then it came back into a fib level. It's like, okay, that doesn't really mean anything. And it just kind of shows, when the market does start to go sideways, tighten up your what's your selection of trades, especially because a lot of these wouldn't really have been played honestly. But this last one that we played, I probably would have played that. We did have, well, like I said, I would have waited
Hold
for the lower
on,
time
bro.
frame.
What
Yada, yada,
time? What time
but
was that? What time was it at? First of all, because if we know that there's news coming up and we see something like, bro, that's FOMC. We're not playing that.
well, I'm just
Just for
keeping it a stack.
back testing, sure, but in a real life situation, as much as there was confirmation, actually, no, we would. I'll just say that we'll play it. Why not?
Yeah, because news is either like it's gonna hit your stop fast or it's gonna hit your TP fast.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna.
It's
But
whatever.
man,
But yeah, it just I to me personally, I have never in my life had a backtesting session like this. So this is the most I have ever truly learned in backtesting in 5 years of trading. I've never ever taken more losses in 10 trades than I have wins. Never in history.
well
And
then
it's
you got to back test
awesome.
more, my boy.
Well,
I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you,
that's
my man.
just
I'm just
that's
playing.
just
This is like my second or
being
third
straight
time.
as a board right here on
This
that
is
one,
my second or third
100%.
time. So
And my accuracy is next level. So it is just what it is. And so what's really cool about this is in real life right now, the market is going sideways like this, or it has been going very sideways, sideways here, now it's starting to go sideways here, and we have not been trading good at all. So it's beautiful confirmation. I actually enjoyed seeing these trades not play out because they aren't playing out in the real market. So it's confirming to me, it's giving me a little bit of like hope. It's like, yo, it's not you, it's the strategy in the market, in these market conditions. When the market is sideways, hold off on the fibs. Be more selective.
I wouldn't say hold on. Me personally, I wouldn't say hold out on the fibs, but wait for confirmations because again, like you said earlier, it's that there were just trades that didn't have
I mean like
confirmations.
hold off on the fibs as in like it's not even like a Fibonacci confirmation at that point. It's more of like, is the market in an area of interest? Is it in a demand or supply area? Because when the market starts going sideways, you don't really want to start to look for, oh, it just broke structure. Now I can trade an ABC wave for it to start to trend. No, it's not gonna start to trend. It's gonna just go sideways again. So
no, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, that's
So
what I meant.
now, let me ask this question: in a ranging market like this, what would you say is a good strategy to backtest for a ranging market like this?
Off of the top of my head, I know that like a Bollinger Band type strategy where the market starts to get like out of balance and out of the like deviations.
Mm-hmm.
When the market is sideways, instead of that move, an accelerated move, if it was a trending market, we would all be expecting the best example is always Bitcoin, because Bitcoin trends like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
When Bitcoin starts to trend, it'll do an impulsive move, it'll retrace, and everyone is already expecting it to impulse again, right? So it'll impulse and it'll retrace and it'll impulse. But when you're in a ranging market and you see an impulse,
mm-hmm.
when you zoom out, that impulse is kind of just noise inside of more noise. And so the direction is a little bit less. You kind of want to look to fade the moves, the moves up the top, and then you want to look to buy the moves low. And it's just as simple as that. But you have to understand that your stop losses are always in jeopardy when you are buying and selling at liquidity points.
True.
Like
true that.
Here, and here. This would have been if you would have like bought right here, depending on where your stop loss was, you could have gotten liquidated here. But then when the market came back, if you had your stop here, you were safe. Probably safe here as well with, and the thing about trading a range is you don't really know the market is ranging until it's done
it like 3 times. Yeah, until it's done it like twice or 3 times. So it's kind of interesting. No, exactly. Oh, you're right. And that's why I don't usually trade ranges.
Yep.
Because it's like by the time you're ready to play the range, it's probably going to be like, all right, now you saw the range, now I'm about to play you.
Right, like right here. I mean, and even inside of the range, you will get played inside of the range. Like if you anticipated this market to start to range now, get played, and then this is pretty solid here for a couple of days, but then get played, give played. And it's just like, okay, you had a couple good days of ranging, but then you had you get faked out, you get faked out, you get faked out. So it's all over the place when it starts to range, and that's you can read any technical analysis book you want, and they're all going to tell you the same thing about a ranging market, and it's just more difficult to
It
trade. And
definitely is difficult to trade in a ranging market.
yeah, and
I think.
it's and unless you are a trader who has a strategy for that, then it's not your it's not your style,
Oh,
or
at
it's just
all.
not our style. We trade off of we need the market to make an imbalanced move first and then come back to balance to then pop again.
That's why
When a
freaking.
market is just
That's why I've
balanced
been
as a
quiet
mug,
about GJ for so long, cause,
yep.
cause it's finally doing the move I needed it to do. But man, no, you're absolutely
But
right. What other question that I want to ask? I wanted to ask one more question before we hopped off, but I'm forgetting. Mm, how do you feel about breakouts in ranging markets like this? Like just like getting the
yeah,
minor
that's a good
zones and playing
question.
breakouts. There you go.
That's a good question. So, um, me and breakouts are starting to try to get back together again, but um, at the end of the day, you either have to decide if you want to be a breakout trader, if you want to be a trend trader, or if you want to be like a range or like reversal type trader. And I would say for anyone who leans on the side of being a reversal or range trader, you want to stay away from trading breakouts because it's going to mess with your psychology.
Mm-hmm.
For the longest time, I learned divergence first. Like I learned how to trade divergence before anything. And so when I started learning about breakouts, it really kind of messed me up because I would see divergence, but then the market would break out and I wouldn't know which one to go towards. So,
That's
um,
real.
me personally, I think breakouts, um, even if they are kind of a breakout and then a fake out, I do think breakouts are probably easier to play at first for traders. But then once you start to get to know the Wyckoff cycle and the way just certain areas in the market, a range at a certain level is different than a range at another level,
Facts.
right? So breakouts are dope if you get the specific criteria, but a breakout to the upside after the market has already
Stupid
given
bullish.
you five waves to the upside, and then it gives you no volume, that's probably a fake out. I will say I'll end it with the statement that volume is going to be your best friend when you are trading breakouts. If you haven't studied volume and you are trading breakouts, then look into learning more about volume, price action,
Nah, that's
combo.
fire.
But
That's good stuff, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
yeah, man. And we'll be back on tomorrow.
Yep.
We're gonna do some education tomorrow. So we'll see y'all on tomorrow for the chart talk.
Come learn something tomorrow, guys. But for those who
Yep,
hopped on,
yep.
appreciate y'all.